Today we're going to have a very exciting show. Okay, so more people are joining. So let's see. Hey, Elijah, excellent evening to you, my brother. Okay, so we have Chile in the room, Chile coming in. So we're going to have a very exciting. Okay. Can you hear me? All right. I'm just checking. I want to be sure that we're not getting feedback. Okay, sort of. So, okay. Okay. Let's start up. Okay, so we have Global Capital in the room. We have Morrison. We have Ngozi Mirabel. We have Elijah Para. Engineer Chile. So we're going to start off while we hope that other people are going to join us very, 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 very soon. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay. So my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and you're welcome to the Profit Show. The essence of this show, like I always say, is so that we can share information and education regarding the digital space and a digital finance space, and how we can use excuse me, I'm going to say now. Okay. Okay, and how we can use the information that we gather from here to become more profitable. Also remember, I'd always say this, that I'm not a legal advisor. I'm not also a financial advisor. So everything we're doing here is purely education and, if you like, entertainment. So also make sure that you go do your findings and take the results that you find to make your own decision. In the digital finance space, as I'd love to call it, you are more like your bank, you are more like your security agent, you are your chief security officer. So you have to make sure that you are protected, make sure that your funds, everything is protected, and the decisions that you make are based on well-researched information that you gather. The reason is simple, because when you make all the profits in the world, you're going to keep the profit alone, right? You're going to take everything. And so in the same vein, when the losses and all the responsibilities come, you are also expected to carry all of them. Unlike what we see in this part of the world, in Nigeria, where many people, not everyone, they love to benefit, but they wouldn't want to take responsibility for their actions. So again, I say welcome. I apologize. Yesterday we were supposed to be on this show. I apologize. I had a speaking engagement, and that took the whole day. And by the time I got back, it was really late. It was somewhere around 11 p.m. So there was no way I could hold the show. I'm going to share some assets that you can also buy and put in your kitting, in your bag, in your long-term bag, or in your short-term, your shopping bag, if you like. Again, when I mention these, it is your responsibility to do your own research and find out if it is a good thing, it's a good buy for you, or if it is not a good buy for you. So you might have to check all of that out and make your own decisions. I gave you a couple of assets the last time we had the show, and I hope that you were able to look at the assets and make a determination if it was worth your buy, right? So that's that. So if you are watching this on YouTube, please, we would like you to hit the like icon, or also hit the subscribe button. And also do not fail to give us feedback if you think there's something else that we need to do differently or something that you think we're doing. It's basically, we want to just push out information in a not too technical and not too complicated way. Yes, we have lots of technical analysis out there, so lots of fundamental analysis out there, even in our community. But the aim of this show is to take away all the technicalities as much as we can and just dish out what's happening in the digital finance market, especially in the cryptocurrency space, and how the regular Joe on the street can actually take advantage of the information and also take action and become more profitable. So do not forget to give us feedback, okay? Please. The last show, there was a video that we played that had lots of interference, and we said we were going to send the video to our WhatsApp group. We're still going to do that. We had to do some filtering, okay, to make sure that it comes out and you get the best information, because what the video is about is that people just think you can just jump in and buy the dip because they feel, okay, the overarching principle is buy low, sell high. But sometimes it could be low, but it could be too low for you to actually buy. You should actually wait for it to come up a little bit, because, you know, I'm trying not to get technical, okay? So sometimes some assets will have to, the tests a support, sort of. Support is like a line below, you know, it has to test, come back and test it. Okay, sometimes, so if you buy at some point before it hits that support, it might just take you out before, because it's going somewhere. So it hits the support first and then it turns and goes back up, right? So you have to wait and it gets to that point. So that's what a technical analyst will do for you if you do not have the technical capabilities to do all of that. So do not buy because it's just deep. You need to ask yourself, is it at the appropriate depth for me to buy? Or if I buy now, because if it's going somewhere to hit the support, to test support somewhere, and then you buy somewhere around here, you must understand that it's going to take you, you're going to lose first, and then you have to wait for it to come back up. So if you are in to just get in and get out, of course you're going to lose, so you will be forced to stay longer in the market. And who knows how long that's going to take, except you have strong technical information to tell you how it behaves, how it's the coin or the asset is going to behave. I hope you get the point what I'm trying to say. So the same also applies for selling. So it's people just think, okay, it's gone high, I want to sell. It's not necessarily that point. The point is, do you know if it's going to get a bit higher than it is now? However, I have a caveat. The caveat is that if I'm looking for 10% profit and I get into the market at some point and I have made a 10% profit and I'm happy with the 10% profit, I can actually leave the market. I don't care if it does another 50%. Okay, but you need to always ask yourself, at the point where I'm taking profit, am I happy? If you are not happy at that point, then you need to ask yourself why you're not happy. Because wherever you take profit, if it goes up, there's this greed feeling that comes in and says, oh, I should have waited a little longer. But it could have also gone the other way. But if it goes the other way, you feel like, oh, thank God I actually went out before the market plummeted. You can't always have it all. You can't always have it your way all the time, right? So there are times when it's going to go up and then sometimes it's going to go down. So you have to ask yourself, at the time that I am taking profit, am I happy? That's more important, okay? So in the market right now, we have a huge dump. There's a dump and then there's a calm. And then at this point, we should be going up actually. And this going up will be gradual. And this is pretty much simple. As because this dump was not a natural dump. If you've been in the market and you've been following the analysis, you get to understand it's not a natural dump. You have the big guys are just the big guys, not like the regular retail guys like you and I. They come in and they push the market down. Well, the way they push the market down will not be the way they're going to push it up, okay? Why? Because if they try to pump it up, the regular guy like you and I, we're going to buy into that pump. I mean, we're going to sell and we're going to enjoy the ride. And many persons in that big category might not benefit as much as they would love to benefit. So for that reason, it's going to be gradual. We have to be psychologically ready for this, because if you're not psychologically ready and you're going in for the short run, like hit and run, and you do not have strong technical capabilities and strong technical analytical capabilities to understand, because this is actually the time when you trade. This is the time when you farm, because it goes tick, 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 you know. So this is the time when all those technical skills will come in. So if you don't have that, and you will just be gambling. The other way around is that you also belong, or you have access to a strong team of analysts, coaches, and mentors that can actually help you, because you don't have the technical capabilities to help you when to get into the market and when to get out. And thirdly, you must have a strong character, discipline. So when these coaches and mentors and analysts that you follow, they say they get in at this point and they say get out at a certain point, you just follow through. And then if you're the guy that's doing the technical analysis yourself, you must have strong control over your greed and your fear. This is really, the farming stage is really a good one. But at this point, we're actually getting to a point where it begins to gain momentum, where it begins to rise. And do not forget to always use your stop loss. Do not get overconfident. Do not allow your greed to get the better part of you, where you become overconfident. So always use your stop loss as we catch a good momentum trend. I mean, as the trend, the momentous trend begins to take or kick in. The truth is, at this point in time, it is hard to tell if we are in a bullish season or in a bearish season. So I'm not going to put myself into that place. The most important thing is that we need to be wise. You need to be cautious, okay? And patience is the name of the game. Patience is the name of the game, all right? Let me take one case, for instance, you know, with BTC, that's with Bitcoin, we now have that, and with Bitcoin, we now have that higher high. And so we need to actually prepare to kind of ladder into both Bitcoin and even the altcoins. We do not want, how will I put this? We really do not want price to just go up, boom, 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 because experience has shown that, the experience of even the past weeks have shown that when prices go fast, boom, 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 they don't last, right? You don't last. So we like it. We think that it's a better thing if it goes gradual. It goes step by step. Now, if you were in the market yesterday, you would see that somehow there's a change, you know, especially with Bitcoin. It's like we're beginning to get bullish. And for those who are actively trading Bitcoin, this is the time to follow closely with your stop loss and be very cautious and be disciplined. Well, in terms of dominance, the dominance of Bitcoin is actually weak, okay? And that means that the altcoins are looking really good and will most likely bounce out of this pullback faster than the main coin, than Bitcoin. So we need to get used to this fact of life, that sometimes in the market we could do like 20%, 30%, and then another time we would come down and do, or maybe we would record a 6%, a 10%, an 8% loss. Then you do another 20%, 30%. So it goes up and down. If you're in the market and you're in the cryptocurrency space, you must have the mindset of a businessman on one side and the mindset of an investor on the other side. You cannot have the mindset of get rich quick and expect that you are going to benefit greatly, because it's going to hit you hard. It's going to be risky for you. So we need to get used to all of that. Yeah, where is that sound coming from? I need to. Please let's mute our microphones. Okay. So like I said before, as much as we're looking at these higher highs and we're looking at this big jump and this breakout with regard to Bitcoin, it's also important to be cautious to understand that there is a likelihood, that we could experience a deeper dip, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin could drop lower. Okay, Bitcoin, okay. let me mute you. Okay, where is this coming from? All right. So there's a likelihood that it could drop below, 39, 35, or even come down to 20. Okay, that's a possibility. So we have to be alive to that fact. Always trade with your stop loss. Do not take things for granted. Like I said earlier, we don't want price to go too fast. If it goes too fast, it doesn't last. All right. At the moment, let me check. Give me a moment. Okay, for those who are trading Bitcoin at the moment, let me see. Okay, so at 36, okay, 1,200. Okay, so for those who are trading Bitcoin, do I say, okay, I think we're still in the buy zone at the moment, okay, because we looked at it and said 35 to 36,200 is a good buy zone. We're still in the buy zone, and also put your stop loss at 34K level. Remember, this is not a financial advice, so you have to do your own research and look at it, okay? And the expectation is that Bitcoin is going to move up and take us to between 48 and 50,000 range. And when Bitcoin goes over 38, 39,000 zone, we need to move the stop loss upwards to say that is from 34K to 35,500. Remember, learn to ladder in, learn to move your stop loss. Always learn, always be conscious and protect. Okay, be conscious. Let's mute. I think I'm getting some feedback somewhere. Okay, let us be conscious and protect the profits that we make. Many people do not understand this, so they make profit, they lose it to the market again. Okay, this is very important. And like I mentioned earlier, the market is looking really, really good this week. And so today is a slow day. The market is really looking good. Remember not to forget, don't forget to use your stop loss. Make sure that this is really working for you. Okay, pretty much I have a couple of assets that I feel that you could also take a look at, do your own research and take advantage of, right? I think you can also do your research and take advantage of. But make sure that you do your research. Don't just take my word for it. Now, understand that the market is going up and down, and we're not sure if it's bullish, bearish. Yes, people are making profit. Some people are recording huge losses. Some people are completely out of the cryptocurrency market right now because their hopes are shattered. They came in without knowledge. When you approach a market, when you approach a platform, when you approach an industry, like the cryptocurrency industry, find the digital finance industry without knowledge, it can really be disastrous. Yes, it can be disastrous. And that is why knowledge is very important at this point. Allow me, I want to share a couple of things with you right now. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So look at this. Whatever we're experiencing today, I don't think it's entirely new, right? So I had to dig this out. This is not my data. I had to dig it out. You can go also check it out, all right? That what we're experiencing today, we've experienced it before, right? For instance, in 2013, I'm moving ahead of myself. In 2013, June and December, we had, what we're actually looking at is 10 Bitcoin worst, the 10 Bitcoins worst months, all right? You can check it out yourself. 2013, June and December, we had a 30% drop and a 35% drop respectively. In 2014, we also had a 31% drop. 2015, 2018, 2020, 2021. Okay, but this is what I want to bring out to your notice, all right? Now, if you take a look at it, in 2013, it happened twice. In 2015, it happened twice. In 2018, it happened 3 times. The only month, okay, I think this bad drops, the only year it happened once was in 2014. And 2014, many of us were not even alive to the, cryptocurrency trend, okay? Many of us were still antagonistic to this technology, okay? Now look at this. The question now is, how many more dips could we experience this year? We've experienced this one 35% here, 2021 May, right? And some of us are still trying to get out of it, you know, to actually come out of the dream. For some of us, it's like still a dream, okay? So how many more dips could we experience this year? I'm wondering, does that give you a cause for concern? You know, it does give me a cause for concern, like, really? Okay, so when I saw this data, I started, so I didn't just jump to say, okay, yeah, it's like we're getting out of it. I just asked myself, so how many more dips could we experience this year? It's a question you need to ponder over. Another question you might look at is, oh, how many bullish runs await us in the coming months? Everybody wants the bull to set in, right? The bullish run to set in. But we're not thinking about how many more dips could we experience this year. So let's look at the brighter side. How many bullish runs await us in the coming months? All right. If anybody is thinking about the bullish runs, can I get the bullish run? Can I get a 1 in the chat session, in the chat section? Could you put a 1? I want a bullish run. I want a bullish run. 1, 1, 1. Let's hear you. Let's see you. Is there anyone that is waiting so eagerly? Oh, the ones are falling in. Okay, so yes, right. Who else wants the bullish run? Okay, so many people. So it's like some people just want us to stay here. You know, not interested in the bearish. Okay, yes, we want the bulls to set in, right? We want the bullish run to take off. Okay, yes, well, that's what we're looking for. But you know that if you have knowledge, whether it's bullish or bearish, hey, you're going to make something happen. That's the most important thing. Now, education. You see, education is necessary, because the cryptocurrency space is not a hit and run space. If you desire to really reap the rich rewards. So let me share a couple of things with you. I had to dig this today. At CoinGecko, we have 7,653 coins. And we have 474 exchanges, okay? So that means that we have hundreds of exchanges. We have over 7,000 coins. For you to thrive in this space, you need strong fundamental knowledge. You'll be able to do strong fundamental analysis. You'll be able to do some strong technical analysis to guide your decisions. And you need to understand what should actually constitute your portfolio, right? So that you will be profitable. The key thing is here, profitability. You know, when people say, I'm a trader, I trade, what I simply ask them is really, are you profitable or you're just trading? Okay. And if you are able to understand these fundamental skills and these technical analysis, you're able to do them yourself, then that's a huge, huge life skill for you. And nobody's going to take away from you. All you need is a phone and Wi-Fi or internet connection. That's all you need. All right. So take a look at this. Another thing that you need that will make numbers 1 to 4 possible is mentorship. Many people want to do the cryptocurrency trading by themselves on their own. And for many of them, they struggle, right? They struggle a lot. I've had coaches and mentors that have also told me, Stallone, if you want to run on this, look for people, build a community, work with people that have like minds, right? That would also, you know, you guys can rub minds together. So I encourage you, find people that you can rub minds with that can also learn with you together as you take profits along the line. But most importantly, do not forget the importance of mentorship. Now, the cryptocurrency market right now, like I said, the market cap for today, it has dropped from what we've seen before. Yes, we're experiencing a dip, okay? Market cap 1.6 trillion, right? And then 24 hours trading volume, 167 billion. And then market dominance for BTC is 40.9%. Ethereum is 17.9%. Now, the question is, how can you do all of these things by yourself? Many people do not know how, even if it's a highly profitable environment. That's where you need help. Now, in our community, we have a team of analysts that can help you. We have a team of analysts led by a man named Marius Landman, okay? And this team of analysts, they have over 30 years combined works in complex system auditing, okay, global trend and algorithm forecast modeling, and they've made significant calls in the past, and even currently they're still making calls that are really beneficial. Check this out. From 2017 till date, they've made over 789 trend forecast calls, and only 22 of them have missed. And when we say missed, we're saying where they said it's going to make 1,000% or 500%, maybe makes like 200 or 300%. That's not exactly according to the call. So they don't count it as an accurate call. And so that means that 767, calls have come, over 767 calls have come accurate at this time. And this is like 97.5% accuracy. It's more like just giving you a lift, okay, to thrive in the cryptocurrency world without necessarily doing all the heavy lifting. Here's the thing, okay? Many people would want to benefit from the cryptocurrency world, right? Please, could you mute? We want everybody to please mute, okay? Let's see, we need everybody to mute so that we reduce the interference. Okay, thank you very much. So for many persons, oh, cryptocurrency is interesting. It is amazing. I've been hearing a lot about it, but you know what? I really, even if I want to start, I really do not have funds. I can't dip into my pocket or my savings to get fresh funds to begin to go into this stuff. We're saying there's a way out. There's a way out. You do not need to take fresh funds from your savings to begin to buy cryptocurrency, to save cryptocurrency, to farm cryptocurrency, to grow cryptocurrency. Because whether you like it or not, we have not even started. The cryptocurrency run has not even started. Don't look back 10 years from now and you say, whoa, I wish I'd even taken my chance. I wish I'd even tried something when Bitcoin was like $30-something thousand. The way many people are regretting that they should have tried when Bitcoin was like $1,000 or even less. So if you'd like to know how you can actually, okay, start growing cryptocurrency, farming cryptocurrency without necessarily taking fresh funds, okay, can I get it too in a comment section? Fresh funds, can I get it too? Remember, at the end of this show, by the end of this show, at some point, I'm going to share with you certain assets that you can actually farm, or you can actually save. You can actually keep and grow. All right, remember that. So stay with me. I want to get it too in the comment section if you'd like to know how you can necessarily start growing your cryptocurrency portfolio without necessarily taking fresh funds. Yes, let's go. Who gives us the two? Okay, so yes, all right, we've got all the chats there. Yeah, 222. Oh wow. Okay, so everybody is all fired up. Okay, so let me tell you, it's a pretty simple thing. I think that if you hear everything that we are sharing with you, that I'm sharing with you at this moment, and you have the capacity, you understand everything that's happening in the cryptocurrency market, and you do not tell anyone about what's happening in the cryptocurrency market or the cryptocurrency space after having this knowledge, I don't think there is a better definition of the word wickedness. Because it costs you nothing to tell someone else, right? It costs you nothing. But on top of that, you get rewarded. But let me tell you now, when we talk about you getting rewarded for just telling a neighbor that, hey, you know what, why don't you take a look at this? And why don't you take a look at a space where you will not have to do any form of heavy lifting. You will not have to do all the analysis yourself. You will not even have to give your money to anyone. You will keep 100% of whatever profit that you make. But man, you're just going to be guided. Why don't you take a look at it? It's not going to cost you anything, all right? But you will get rewarded. But now when we say you will get rewarded, what will you get rewarded with? Now, I want to share with you how amazing this is, right? Now, take a look at this, okay? I want to share with you. But first, let me introduce to you what I call the Simplified Independent Business Ownership Program. And what's this program about? It's about rewarding people for telling their friends and neighbors about this amazing opportunity where we say, don't give your money to anyone. Do not allow anyone to do business for you or do any form of investment for you and promise to give you 1% or 0.5% in a day, thereby giving you maybe 15% a month or 20% a month, while you have 100, while you are bearing 100% of the risk. So we're saying it's got to stop. If you know how to use your phone to do the same thing that those guys do, while you keep 100% control of your money and you take 100% of the profit, I mean, what's wrong with that? Why do we keep risking our money and our capital for us so that other people can do the trading and do the investments for us while we bear all the risks if anything goes wrong? And so for that reason, you get rewarded. What's the reward like? Take a look at this. We're saying that if you are a pioneer independent business owner in our community, you can make up to $500 daily. That means $182,500 yearly. If you become a rising star independent builder, you'll be able to make the potential. There are no guarantees, remember, and I'm not offering any financial advice or any legal advice. I'm just showing you possibilities. You could make up to $1,500 per day. And as a rising star builder, you'll be able to make $2,000 per day. And as a director, you'll be able to make $8,000 per day. And as an executive, you'll be able to make $16,000 per day. Now, for a moment, imagine if you're making, even if it's $2,000 per day, and you are spending $1,000 every day to buy some new assets. Can you, for a moment, imagine the impact it will have, the positive impact it will have on your finances? Just think about it. If you were to buy cryptocurrency and digital assets every day, $1,000 every day, even if you were to buy $500 worth of cryptocurrency every single day, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to you and your portfolio at the end of the day? So just imagine. Now, this is a system we've created so that you will not need to take fresh money from your pocket or from your savings, okay, in order to buy cryptocurrency or invest in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, so you can keep your savings. If you're working and you're being paid salaries, you can keep all of that, but you can become an independent business owner in our community. And all you need to do, if you want to know how this works out, is go back to the person who invited you, who got you to this program, this webinar, and ask them, how can I become an independent business owner? Okay, all right, how can I become an independent business owner? Or after this recording, I'm also going to drop the link on the YouTube channel so you could actually take a look at it and decide if this is good for you, all right? How you can become an independent business owner. Just to tell you some more, okay, so before that, I think I want to share this, give me a moment. Okay, now, sorry. All right, so pretty much that's simple. All you need to do, like I said earlier, all you need to do, oh, what's happening? Okay, all you need to do is very simple, word of mouth. That's what you use. And I'm going to drop the link here for if for instance, you came through me that you're going to use this link, but if not, just go back to whoever invited you, right? Go back to whoever invited you. Now, where is that link? Go back to whoever invited you and get them to say, you know what, I want to start off, all right? How do I get information as to how I can become an independent business owner? Remember, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to share with you a couple of assets that you can take a look at, right? That you can take a look at. and do your own research platform. But I think they are quite good that you can put in your bag for long term, and you can also trade them. You can also, if you want to know more, you can also join our WhatsApp group. Okay, if you want to know more, you can also join our WhatsApp group. I'm going to, because there we give information, we give updates as to things that are happening. So you can actually take advantage of the information therein and make your decision. I mean, this information, they come in like every now and then. So I'm going to get that out now so that you can take advantage of it. But while we're at that, get your pens ready. I'm about to share with you some of those amazing projects or assets that you can take advantage of right now. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, no, you can actually get it on YouTube. We're actually live on YouTube. Blessing, I got you. You said your battery is low. If it's being recorded, you can actually get it on YouTube. It's there. Okay, so you can actually go back and watch it again. Or you can actually take the link and send it to your friends to also take a look at that and benefit. So that's the link for our WhatsApp group. Who is ready for the assets that you can actually take a look at and go include in your arsenal? Who's ready? Can I get a 3? Can I get a 3? If we're ready, 3. Can I get a 3 right now if we are ready? Okay. All right. I'm not getting a 3. All right. So you guys don't want to get it. So that's fine. So we'll just leave it now. We'll just leave it. And since we're not, so people are pouring the 3. Oh, I see. Everybody wants to know what's happening right now, right? And how they can take advantage of the times. Okay, great stuff. Good. So we see all that stuff happening here. Okay, so here's the stuff. Here is it, where you can find some more. I have to, okay, did I paste it here already? Let's see. Okay, hang on a little bit. Let's see. Yes, okay, so we're getting all the 3s. So, and this is the link to the WhatsApp group. You can get some more details here, okay, as we pour them out there. All right, great stuff. So, good stuff. Now, let's see. First, which one do we go for? Yeah, which one do we go for? All right, so we see, first we say, okay, now for your bags, the ones you want to keep, even today, AGA is doing really good, okay? Even today, I think AGA is really good. It's really promising, bouncing back, so you might want to consider that. Also DOT, that is DOT, and BNB. You can go purchase all of that. And I want to add this too. You can also add link. That's for your long term, but if you also want to trade them, that's fine. I think these are strong coins, and analysis upon analysis over and over, checks and balances back and forth has shown that, okay, these are really strong coins. So if you don't have them right now in your bag, please go have them. It's very important. And then for your shopping list, you know, some safe gems that you can actually keep. Please, I'd encourage you to go get, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, last week, last show, and take a look at Solana. You can also take a look at KSM, and then you can also take a look at AR, take a look at UNI, Uni, and yeah, okay, so let me see. Yeah, take a look at these ones. Yes, right. You can take a look at these ones, and then all right. So I think that'll be that. So go do your research. Don't just take my word for it, right? Go do your research. Take a look at all of that, and I hope that with the information you've gotten today, it's going to be a bit more. You are in a more profitable state where you can make better decisions. All right, so before we go, do we have any questions? I could take a couple of questions and then we'll wrap it up for today. I have a couple of questions we could take. Yeah, it's a couple of questions. We've covered quite a number of stuff today, you know, from getting to tell you about where we are, the market and the Bitcoin dominance and the effect of that on the altcoins, what might happen and what we need to be careful with regards to Bitcoin. Yes, it's going up, but then there's a tendency it might drop, what you can do, and then with your stop loss, we've touched a couple of things. And then we've also touched how you can become an independent business owner with our community. If you want to know some more about the community, click on the link and then you're going to see some more about, you're going to learn some more about the community, okay? And how you can become an independent business owner. And the essence of this is that so that you will not have to take money from your coffers or from your pocket or from your savings to begin to buy cryptocurrencies. You can actually get the money from the community and invest in cryptocurrency, get the profit and do whatever you want to do and better your life. So I could take a couple of questions. You can unmute yourself and let's take your questions. On Zoom here, we have Morrison. Morrison, thank you for joining the show. Engineer Chile Wamadi, thank you for joining the show. Fidel, thank you. And our Peters, thank you for joining the show. Akanu Ibiam, thank you for joining. Elijah, thank you for joining the show. If we have questions, we could take a couple of questions. And on YouTube, we have Michael Olumide, thank you for joining the show. And Matthew Wiemi, thank you for joining. Precious, thank you for joining the show. And okay, so all the others, everybody hearing, thank you so much for joining the show. And thanks for your amazing comments. Yeah, great stuff. Truly, knowledge is priceless. Knowledge and, you know, build security. Yes, thank you, Precious. These are strong fundamental and technical explanations. Thank you so much, Michael. Okay, great stuff. So do we have any questions? Let me see. Okay, so let me see. Do we have? Can you highlight more on the stop loss? Okay, so we said that, remember that this show, we're also trying to be careful not to do some too much of technical analysis, okay? We just want to make it as simple as possible so that people can make decisions. But I did say that for Bitcoin especially, you know, 35K, 36K, 200 is still the buy zone. The last time we checked, it was still around 36,200. And then we can put a stop loss at 34,000 level. And also we expect that this is going to take us up to 48 to 50,000 range. And also when Bitcoin, we also said that when, you know, when Bitcoin, we also said that when Bitcoin, what was it? Okay, we also said that, sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Okay, we also said that when Bitcoin goes over 38 to 39,000 zone, what we need to do is also to move our stop loss up to 35 or 35,500. So that's going to lower our risk to maybe 3 to 4%. That is from 8%. All right. So we're still looking that this is going to be good. That, you know, the Bitcoin travel is going to be awesome, but we also have to be cautious. We also have to be cautious just in case it comes down. There is a possibility. Remember, this is no financial advice, and this is no legal advice. It's just so that it's just education and you can make your decisions. And then when you also when you put your stop loss, when you trade other altcoins, please remember to use your stop loss. All right, other coins, there are other coins that are really looking good, but remember to put your stop loss. I mentioned ADA, I mentioned DOT. All right, BNB is also looking good. Okay, so you can also, for BNB, you can also take a look at, make sure that you put your stop loss. I think for today, the buy zone, it's like 320 to 350. You can put stop loss about 302 to 305. Okay, so make sure that you do your research and make a firm decision on what you want to do so that you will be profitable. At the end of the day, we all want to be profitable. Okay, thank you so much. Any other question? I've got a couple of minutes to spare. Any other question? Okay, let us see on YouTube. Do we have any question? Okay. Okay, yeah, Michael, yes, long-term investment idea is good. Okay, all right, folks, thank you so much for being on the show today. Until our next show, you will get informed. Make sure that you join our WhatsApp group so that you get informed whenever we're going to have a show again. Our next show will most likely be on Friday, but if anything happens in between, you will also get to know. So make sure you also tell your friends to join the Profit Show. We would begin to also look at deep trading skills. There are so many things in the cryptocurrency world that many people do not know, sometimes very basic things that, cryptocurrency has moved from what we have always known to a lot more. Now people you can do, people benefit from staking, ICO, IDOs, a couple of other things and pitfalls that you need to avoid. We'll be looking at all of these things one by one. It's a huge universe, and we would keep bringing this information so that the regular, the ordinary, the common man like me on the street can also benefit from the cryptocurrency boom. As your knowledge increases, you'll be moved to make more decisions. You'll be moved to make more complex decisions because you're getting more and more informed. That's the idea of all of this. Thank you so much, folks, and I'll see you the next show. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and my sincere desire for you is that you go on succeeding, but you can't succeed without becoming a better version of yourself. So the essence of everything we do is to make you a better version of yourself.